Hi guys, good evening everyone. So here I'm live again today. Today topic is STEM programs in USA and career catalyst. So some new students they will ask me like what is STEM. So now I'm going to explain about STEM programs and about last week some important updates and about a present scenario in USA and how about the student their applications and everything is going on and everything in my in today's session. So meanwhile, I recommend you if you all have any questions while I'm explaining if you all have any questions, so please comment in chat box. So once I completed my presentation, I will look into comment section and I will answer for each and every questions. So coming to the topic actually, so today's topic is STEM programs in USA. So what is STEM means? STEM is science, technology, engineering, maths departments in USA. So we all know US is good for their technology and now generally as every student when they are coming to apply for USA they generally like even when we are going to visa interview, visa filings and everything like generally says that US is very provides quality of education and most of the top universities located in US only and there is more than 5,000 US universities in USA and all. So there this is like just minimum points I'm just telling, so I will explain about these points little more brief in next further topics today. So now generally students when they are applying for their visas, it divided into categories wise. So now if students is going for any of the engineering courses or even for science programs, generally students will get a 5 years visa, but they don't know one thing actually. See, for example, now students is going for MBA, so they will not get 5 years actually, but in visa stamping by default US embassy will give 5 years stamping. They feels like okay, 5 years it's good there, so after 2 years 3 years extension for job is there. See, let me explain. So 2 years is for studies actually. So MS in US is 2 years. For MBA and for some programs it is offers 1 year. Some universities will offer 1 year. So here this programs 2 years programs they need to study for 2 years and 1 year embassy will give extension called as OPT, that is optional practical training. So once again I'm just telling you all, so if you have any doubts when I'm explaining, please type in the chat box, so I will answer for all questions. So coming back to the point actually, so now they will after 2 years of studies, so 1 year they will provide OPT option, that is optional practical training option. This is for regardless any course students will get this. Even for MBA students they will get this and even STEM extension students will also get this. But remaining 2 years, so in the total 5 years, remaining 2 years is only STEM students will get, that is science, technology, engineering, maths. So what is this science department means? I mean STEM department is in science they separate this is 4 departments actually. So in science you will see healthcare management or public health or biotechnology or all such science programs. So in technology you will see engineering technology, mechanical technology courses, technology related courses. And in engineering you will see computer science, electrical, mechanical, everything, industrial engineering, everything you will see all the engineering programs that will comes under engineering department. And maths department, maths, statistics, business analytics, which is like good programs now. So these all comes under maths. So these 3 department students will get STEM extension, that is for 2 years extra, which MBA students will not get actually. So 2 years for studies and 1 year for OPT, and thereafter 2 years is STEM extension only for science, technology, engineering and maths students. So if you ask me, then what is the situation with MBA? So after 2 years, within a 1 year, they need to get job. Then if company sponsors, they can apply for H1 visa. So what is the scenario with STEM students then? So for example, if you or any of your friend is want to go for completed BTech, and if they want to go for MS in computer science. So now we just shortlist universities and write IELTS course and GR and everything will apply. So after getting visa, they will go and study there for 2 years, and after that, this is for computer science particularly I'm explaining. So after 2 years, they need to get job within 3 months. It's not like a 5 years visa I have, 2 years I completed studies and 3 years I will sit freely. It's not in that way. So after 2 years, within a year, within 3 months actually, within 3 months they need to get a job there. Then that OPT extension will continues 9 months, remaining 9 months, and STEM extension will need to apply after that 2 years. So that STEM extension is only for STEM students. So I hope I'm clear here. So if anyone have doubts up to here, please message. So now US is good for technology, everyone knows that, and there is most of the top universities located there, and there is bunch of like more than 5,000 universities located there. Now the situation I will explain. So recently one of my student asked me, sir, now COVID situation, so everything is locked down, I got admitted, so what to do now for August intake, September intake? See, August intake, there is time is there. So all universities is issuing offer letters, e-offer letters. I-20 is also online they're offering, right? So the situation is then pan India, total world globe is in shaking now. So now universities is offering admissions. They're offering admissions. Universities encouraging students to apply, and they are giving offer I-20s, e-I-20s. Before we should get an I-20 in courier, and we need to attend the interview with e-copy, with hard copies. But now they're sending online copies. So now once visa date open, we will apply. So but now the new situation is happens. This all. So universities is coming with new topics, saying that they are planning to conduct online classes for students. See, actually this is not online, I can say this is virtual classes. See, one thing, if you all know, US is ahead for its technology, right? So it's uncomparable with other countries if you look into that. So this technology, if you see, they are just not like theoretical oriented, right? So I will not use just simple words, theoretical and practical oriented. So if you look into practically, that they just not generally conduct classes and normally by sitting in the classrooms and everything. So they will look into all around the world. So who is in a hot topic now, and who is doing how in the market now. For example, if in India pharmaceutical, like Dr. Reddy's lab, so if they are good in pharmaceutical course, top universities or any universities, they just link up with the Indian pharmaceutical companies, and they will do research with them. So what you all feel like, they just come and go Delhi regularly and do all these topics. They just do all this in online actually. So now some students is saying online, why to attend online and everything. See, let me explain. Online classes, see here, online classes here generally, if I think many students knows, there is two types of admissions process. One is online classes and another is full-time classes. I'm not saying due to COVID situation, this situation is separate, but before to that COVID situation also, there's two types of admissions. One is online admissions and on-class admissions. So now online admission, so online, US is ahead with the technology, and they already making students who is like working employees or anyone, so they want to make them flexible, and they are making them conduct taking online classes actually. So full-time classes, if they can capable of take, they can take, or they can take online classes as well. That is the in normal scenario I'm saying. So now this in COVID situation, so they are more active now. So online classes, what is the so they no need to improve their technology. See, this situation is there in pan world, I mean total world. So now in India, for example, if you want to attend online classes, we all know India is like theoretical knowledge, everything. So this online classes and everything, it will take some time to them to build the softwares and to make that into existence. But US, they are already into that, right? So they're already giving online classes. So from many years, from past many years, they are already upgraded the technology, that what exactly we need to learn. Like students goes to abroad only to learn that knowledge and everything. See, we feel that now the situation is in this way, let's defer. How many years? Like, see, if the situation is same in for next 1 year, so will you like continue defer the offer letters? So what I'm trying to tell is, they are ahead with the technologies. There's many universities there, and all are supporting now, and they already have their classes online, which is so there's little difference before for online classes and on campus classes. So online classes is like 2 hours, 3 hours in general they will conduct, and on campus classes is like 6 hours or 8 hours, like that they will generally conduct. But now online classes is different, and these classes which faculties is designing, these are virtual classes. These not exactly online classes. Online classes you will get degree with online, I mean you will get degree, online degree, but here you will get full-time degree. So generally there is some new topics in the fair. So we have advice Eduthon fair, e-fair on Monday from 4:30 to 7:30. So universities is coming with new topics. So some universities we discussed already. So we they are like getting with new ideas to help the students. Actually, see, they have the technology. We want to get that knowledge actually. So they are coming with new things by saying that they are planning to conduct online classes from their faculties, full-time faculties. See, I will tell a difference between online classes and the classes which is going to happen now in online classes. Before online classes, which is already there in USA, maybe students are not familiar with that online classes. They may not never heard about that. But we as expense counselors, we are telling you that they have two types of admissions. One is online and another is normal full-time classes. So online classes, students are not flexible as of now because they generally goes for the right IELTS and GRE, and they will go for full-time classes in person, face to face with faculties. So some students from India as of now will take online classes also, but now the class is gonna be different. This is full-time faculty which you are attending, intend to attend face-to-face classes. Those faculties only, they are planning to conduct online classes now with the same infrastructure and same facilities and everything. So softwares and everything. So if you look into the classes and everything, because even some colleges already started online classes for this main tech. When we get into that, and we seen how it's going on and everything. So the classes is they are planning to make as much real, which if you take the classes directly face to face. So they are planning to get into this. See, now no one is saying that August intake will not happen in such a way. I'm clarifying you all. So it's not like August intake is going on now. So if situation is in the same way for next couple of months or 3 months or 4 months, so obviously within a 4 months August intake will comes. So if situation is in the same way, university is coming with their they are try to create their softwares which already there. They are upgrading their softwares in the way that to help the students to take classes virtually. So now one doubt may be asked like how is about the visas and everything. So visa embassies is closed now. So how we can attend the visa interview? After getting visa only, so we can attend the classes and everything. So see, actually after now students is universities is discussing. I mean, there's a discussion happening. This is not confirmed one. So universities is discussing in the way like they want to start online classes when you are from India, in India only. They are not telling you to provide your visa. So without visa itself, you can take online classes, and that classes that credits. Okay, when you attend the online classes, that credits will be transferable when you if you want to join in Indian university. For example, like see, now you join for August intake. Without visa filing, you cannot do that because of lockdown and everything. So you started taking online classes without visa, right? So universities is ready to give you classes with the same infrastructure, with the same faculty and everything. So after that, after August intake, so if everything is clear, so January intake you will attend the interview, right? So second semester onwards you can take full-time classes. That's what we mean. So if second semester, from second semester you can take full-time classes. That full-time classes at the time, if your visa got refused, see in USA, because visa is not guaranteed, so if your visa got refused, that credits which you studied for one semester will be transferable for other universities in India or in everywhere, or in there itself you can continue, in fact. So that's how they are trying to design. So this is into it's into development now. So this is not confirmed which I am telling. This is a just recent discussion which we had with some of the universities, top universities now. We just want students to understand the scenario now. So don't just feel like the situation is in that way in USA or even Canada or anything. So it's like we need when universities, there are like top universities, so they are coming with their own ideas, and we are conducting, we are making universities to meet with you directly. In fact, see, we are conducting this virtual e-fairs. We are conducting this phase to make you to meet with the universities directly, right? So you can talk with the universities directly. So if you have any doubts, see, if you say that if I feel if I have this issue, if I have that issue, just be open and talk with the delegate directly. And this is like your career. Like think that when you are feeling when you plan to think about higher studies, so what you will think. So gratuity, that thing which you need to which you have, that you need to ask with the faculties and with the when you are attending in the sessions actually. So you need to be very proactive, and you need to ask all your doubts, and you have to find out the solution between the loophole which you are facing now, and which may be or may not be, right? So issues in future. So just be little proactive and talk with the delegates when we are conducting fairs. So even that will make universities also helpful, that they will understand like what is the problems you are facing, and what kind of issues you are facing and everything. So they will find out solutions for that, and they will tell everything. So even if we found any solution, if the university will found solution, so to get that to you, right, to get that to you, as we are, see, as we conduct phase, and now you can meet with us in office, but that will not happen now, right? So because of COVID, so you cannot meet directly. So anyway, some of our offices is already open, some of our branches is already open. You can meet directly, but some is still yet to open. But we are conducting online phase for you all to meet with the universities face to face directly through virtual sessions. So this is like if you all have any doubts, it's not simply overally by saying that USA is in that way and can see even in India, everywhere it's like in that way only. Your education cannot be stoppable. That's what I mean. So education should be continue, and keep on differing, or even thinking something else. Like we ultimate goal is to complete a bachelor's or complete master's. And as coming back to the actual point, actually, yeah, STEM programs actually, many students will look to go for computer science, electrical, mechanical. Now see, last 3 years I don't know, like civil engineering students, many students went for USA. So compare competition to IT students, as you all know, like USA is good for IT, mechanical and civil. Like last 3-4 years I promoted many students for civil too even. So So now, as we know that US is not only for IT, and even they're good for mechanical is good in the places like Florida, it's very good, and in Michigan, California, and some place in Texas. So all these places is very good for mechanical too, and civil is booming throughout the USA actually. So, and students, even pharmaceutical students are also showing much interest to go for USA, and even MBA students also showing much interest to go for USA. So on these topics actually, particularly based on these STEM programs, we are conducting this session on Monday. So as I told, so it's an virtual fair session, so many top universities is coming to this session. So I request you all to utilize this opportunity. See, generally we will find out like universities, top universities, how to apply, how to find out the courses requirements, how to talk with the faculties. We are giving this opportunity to you all, so try to please utilize this opportunity. When university delegates themselves from USA directly, we are trying to keep them in live with you. We are trying to make them to interact with you directly, so which will not all times happens, right? So utilize this opportunity and make universities to talk with the universities directly, and clear your doubts, all doubts. And if you have any further doubts after sessions also, we counselors there anyway to help you with, and we are throughout doing process continuously. We have all kind of students actually. Students is continuing the process, some are applying for differs, some are doing online classes. So we just cannot say that I will defer or I'll attend online class. So we have to find out the thing exactly. See, when something going wrong, we need to find out, right? So what is going on going wrong there, and if going, we need to find an alternative for that. So recently I heard that the situation happens in this way. We need to live along with that, with COVID situation. See, we need to live along with that. So we are not even telling you to go directly, or we need to interact anyone with directly. See, it's all about virtual sessions, right? So it's an online phase, and even universities also like they are interacting directly. Yeah, so I'm completed, I believe. So if you want me to explain a little about technology, US is IT hub, and and it's not only for IT hub. So many feels like US is good only for IT. So I sent randomly all students, electrical, mechanical, civil, and everyone. So all have opportunities, but we need to find out in which places it's good actually, because all US is with 50 states. So total states, which states is good, and how which place is good for what, and all try to figure out with your counselors and apply as per that. And universities, top ranked universities, everything will get. As you all know, US is will contains with top class universities with high research activities and more practical oriented places. So there, that kind of universities is helping you all with the process now. So they are helping. When they are helping, I feel like utilize that option actually, because when there is huge number of applications in normal time, so universities, when they are trying to help out, so in that scenario too, that too virtually, so utilize the opportunity. Because continuously, if next intake, so you will get gaps in your careers, and everyone will fall in together. So a lot of drawbacks. If you attend virtual sessions, same knowledge which you will get, and visa degree also same you will get, and the credits will be get transferred. So yeah, for any of the universities, and which is how the process is going on, and for any universities which is offering online class and all, we will about to share with you in future, because universities are coming with their topics now. So because now as it's going as usual, right? Because for August intake, students generally will file their visas in June, right? May, June, July, 3 months before of the starting date of intake. Actually class visa filings will start. So this situation is there from March in India. So March, April, May. So April, May, students is like they are reading with their I-20s, offer letters and everything. So now the situation came, June started now. So visa, we are students are waiting to embassies get open. So once they open, they will file their visas. That's how the situation is now. So don't get scary, something like that, about COVID situation, and worrying about how to attend classes and everything. So be connected with your counselors. So universities is coming with all the new updates, and they are trying to help students with conducting classes temporary, like one semester they will classes. See, now the situation maybe they're up to January, right? Like this situation. So now universities is trying to design classes online for one semester only. It's not like total 2 years you will take online classes, and they'll give you full-time classes, degree and all. It's not like in that way. So they're designing, that's what you have to be there in touch with your counselors. Then they will help you on sharing updates with you. So if any situations in this way, please don't decide that that's okay, this is the situation that's decided. This is about your career, right? Don't depend on one particular point or anything in such a way. Try to get updates from your counselors, and keep on doing, because universities, they will not sit freely, right? So they will try to get clear with the present situation, so they don't want students to get struggled. And this is not the situation with one university, this is with all the universities, right? So we all requesting you to be in touch with your counselors to get more updates. So let me finish the session. I think I explained much, so I let me take questions now. Yeah, Sagar, he's asking me, I want to do the post graduation in finance and marketing in UK. What is the criteria? Okay, Sagar, I would like to explain you. This is the STEM session, STEM information session for USA. So please share your contact details. So I will assign call to you from one of the experienced counselor for UK process. So they will assist you with UK process. So how to apply for PhD in English in USA? So generally PhD admission will be little tougher in USA. So they generally look into high profile candidates, and they ask for high GRE scores and IELTS. So PhD in English, yes, there's many universities in USA which do PhDs, which offers PhDs, but mostly while doing PhDs, we recommend you to be there with the same academic profile, with the same stream, but different streams. If you have work experience or intentions, also some universities with on personal care, they will accept you for to do PhDs. So Gargi Josh. So I recommend Gargi. I recommend you to pass on your contact details. So I will arrange a call from one of the experienced counselors. So they will figure out about your profile. So how you can proceed further according to your academic profile, and what required to make you build your career to get into seat into PhD programs. So they will help you with. And Girish, thank you so much. So Shailesh is asking, what are the requirements for PR in Manitoba? Shailesh, I would like to inform you that I will do process for Canada as well, but we will not do for PR process. So we do only study permit visas. So even in USA, we will do F1 student visas only. So I'm sorry, we cannot help you with the PR options. So any other doubts? Any updates, so we will get new updates, and we will do process, and anything. If you have any questions, any doubts, please be in touch with our counselors. So we are working here all 8 hours, so to help you with. So we definitely help you with all your abroad needs, and with all your doubts if you have anything. So okay, so I believe so there is no other questions from your end. Yeah. So yeah, I'll try to end up the session. So be safe, guys. So bye bye.